Well, I'm like very famously not a butthole guy.
Right.
So, famously, yeah. I don't do any butthole stuff.
It's been all
That's how they bring you up on stage. This next comic hates ass stuff. Let's keep it going for Mark Henley.
I
folks.
like the slapping an ass, but I don't want to go in.
Yeah.
You don't like getting a little chocolate finger?
No, that sounds. I hate that.
Ooh, you never live.
I mean, you didn't exactly sell it the best there.
What? You don't like when shit gets on your finger? You're like, I don't think so.
It's surprisingly poop free if you do it right.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I said the first time I pulled my finger out of a woman's asshole.
Said this is surprisingly poop free.
I was like, this is surprisingly poop free, and then she's like, it's not like there's shit just like chilling in your ass. I'm like, really? Like that was like fucking mind blowing to me because there's always been shit.
And
just
then she
chilling.
went into your ass, and turns out sometimes there is shit just hanging out there.
No, I will say like the one time I told a woman like, oh, you should eat my ass. She looked terrified.
There was a girl I once dated
because you were doing it in an alleyway.
No, I just thought it'd be,
you had a knife.
You caught a park jogger.
I thought it'd be funny. I thought it'd be funny to recommend it.
There was a girl who I dated who liked giving rim jobs.
Yeah, right. That's the oldest trick in the book.
No, she liked
What's the trick?
And Matt like kissing her on the mouth immediately afterward.
Yeah, you got played right now.
She offered me a rim job, and I was
Ooh.
like, okay.
Matt had to
And,
be a gentleman.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say no. I had to be polite.
It would be rude to say no.
No, the whole time it feels nice, but for me, I think you're just always thinking about it's got to not be clean down there. Like this has got to be gross. Like I'm self-conscious about it.
Well, it's
going
gonna
to
be clean by the time she's done.
That's true.
You're like, I want to be able to see my reflection in that asshole by the time you're done, young lady. Giving her fucking chores.
Yeah, no, at the time.
How did she do it? Was she doing like counterclockwise licks?
Yeah.
Nice.
And she went into.
Were you like pulling your ass cheeks apart so she could get a better like?
No, she was giving me head and then just went down. I just had to lift my legs up a little higher.
Lift your legs up like a baby getting his diaper changed.
Yeah, we did. I was in a koala changing station.
She pulled off your underwear and like had your legs up.
Wait,
oh my god!
It happened in a public bathroom?
Yes, in
Oh
a
my
koala
God.
change. No, it didn't.
Yeah, where'd you get your ass eaten, Matt?
It was in her apartment.
Was it? When was she done? Did she have like a little brown mustache?
No,
You gave her a little dirty Sanchez.
no, I did not.
How was it? Did it feel good? Did you
It
come?
did. I didn't come from that, but I.
See, I'm not a butthole guy. You guys are butthole guys. It would be weird to come from that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I think you'd have to stimulate your prostate. I
Yeah.
don't think just licking your assholes.
We used to. I told my brother, and I gave her the nickname the Keister Bunny.
That's fucking fun. I love that you can share such intimate and disturbing details with your brother.
Yeah. Well, that I don't know if I ever told you this story actually, Mark. That was the girl I dated who broke up with me in front of. She had been religious,
Ooh.
and then. Was from a small town in Pennsylvania, religious community, was living in New York. I actually knew her because she was friends with a girl who I hooked up in Pennsylvania when I was wrestling.
Little slut.
And so she moves up to New York. We meet up,
Ooh.
and she's like, I don't want to be religious anymore. And she's into what? She's into eating ass. She like wants to do everything.
Yeah.
And then one day, apparently, she had been dating someone, and they had just gotten engaged. I didn't even know about that.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very religious. And he was like almost 50, and he was like a pastor. And or I don't know about a pastor, but he like worked with the church in some way.
So he was a nerd.
Yeah. And she decided that she had been living a life of sin in New York and had agreed to break up with the guy she was cheating on her boyfriend with in front of him. I thought I was just going to get laid with this girl I've been seeing for the last couple months and walked into a breakup with the guy there. And she
Nice.
broke up with me in front of him. And they were like kind of lecturing me. He was like, I believe that if you work hard, you can one day find the Lord also.
You're like, damn, dude. I would just wanted to get my fucking asshole
Pretty
licked.
much.
I
And
can't how can you fucking like did
Yeah,
you
it
tell
was
her
it
it's
was
like,
wild.
she
I would be
fucking ate
so
my
mad
ass.
if someone made me go cross town to go do that.
Yeah.
If I had to drive 45 minutes
Yeah.
and she's like, this is my boyfriend, I'm breaking up with you, I'd be like,
It
what
wasn't.
the
I was just already in Manhattan.
Yeah.
And just it was like around the corner from Broadway Comedy Club where her apartment was.
Did you say like, well, look,
Did
I
you
got
do-
a
what
I got a
did you
show
do a
coming
set
up
afterwards?
Yeah.
Not afterwards. The next day I did at the Grizzly Pear. I remember because I'm like, fucking, I got to try and talk about this story. I was still new to comedy, so
Yeah.
I was mostly doing one-liners. This was like the first long form story I told on stage because I was like, "There's no way I can't try and talk. I have to try to talk about this."
Yeah.
And Matt was most bummed because I was like 2 potential people he couldn't bring to his shows.
Right, I lost a
Moving
couple
forward.
bringers.
Specifically at Broadway
That's
Comedy
like
Club.
setting
Yeah.
your career back.
They live so close.
insurmountably.
That why wouldn't they
Yeah.
just come out?
No,
Did
he,
you really love her though?
No. I remember the guy say. I asked the guy. He said he was born. He was born a born again Christian, and I asked him how old was he when he became born again, and he said he was 35 years old. And I'm like, I'm 22. Give me 13 more years of fucking random pussy. I'll get born again then too.
No, you won't.
How
dude.
long was the conversation with them?
Like 45 minutes.
Jesus
Why? Why'd you
Christ.
stick around? Why'd you stick around, dude?
I'm too nice.
Dude, not nice enough to not fuck your
they
girlfriend.
You just love hanging out.
they had a little plate of crackers and cheese.
Did they?
Yeah. There were snacks.
Matt just eating loudly while they're lecturing.
Eating some Ritz crackers.
With his mouth open, making this smacking noise. They're trying to fucking quote scripture, and fucking crumbs are flying in their face while
Yeah.
he's doing that.
Because Matt can also eat a lot of food. I was imagining you eating all of the cheese and crackers
Yeah.
and leaving.
I probably could. I
I
don't
mean, like,
remem-
can we get another? No, I gotta go.
I almost wish I like had them like at the time I was so kind of blown away by the fact that it was happening that in my head I was even kind of thinking this is insane, this is kind of awesome, but I wasn't like sharp enough at that point to like I wish I had said so many more funny things. I wish I had just been like, does she eat your ass too? Like it's so
That's
many
such a-
Matthew.
Yeah, but you don't know how that's gonna go. You could be like, "Does she eat your ass too?" And then she does, and then he beats the shit out of you with the cheese
He wasn't
plate.
gonna beat the shit out of me.
Why?
He's
How big
pretty-
was he?
Not that big. Not big enough that I was not intimidated.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, but he's got like rage behind his side. He's got
And
God,
God.
He's got God behind
God
his
and
side.
rage and a cheese plate. And you
And
fucking
a cheese-
Yeah. But if like,
God, rage, and a cheese plate. That's true. I don't know if I should mess with that.
yeah, dude. Like, what if he was getting like mad at you, and then he's like Corinthians 3:17,
And I
then
just burst into flames.
Yeah, dude. Fucking bolt of lightning comes through the fucking restaurant. Fucking shocks you right between the eyes,
He
dude.
just starts doing this for a bit, and you're like, "Are you okay?" And he just stands up and then starts screaming Bible verses at
Yeah.
you. Picks up the cheese plate before he can even do it. And
Yeah.
then smashes it.
Yeah. God damn. Yeah, the only girl who's ever been really into eating ass was a girl who was rebelling against God at the time that I had.
You miss her though, huh?
Every day.
Locker Room Talk. Check it out wherever podcasts are sold.